Alright, back to the recap time. It's Zero One episode 12, Ryusoulger episode 35, and Beast Morphers episode 18. No, wait, 19. Yeah, Zero One episode 12, Ryusoulger 35, Beast Morphers 19. Okay, here we go. Starting off with Zero One. Well, after Ames' the police's little sweep of heated intelligence, they didn't find, obviously they didn't find anything linking Aruto to the Crumbopulous Mike. That is until Yaiba went and pointed out, oh yeah, the president has himself a secret lab stashed up in his office. And yeah, Yaiba's sabotage couldn't have come at a worse time since, since he then satellite is manufacturing a new progress key to combat Crumbopulous Mike's new form. And yeah, they figured that if the cops are going to be doing a sweep in there, it's going to disrupt the creation of the key. So yeah, Aruto needs to go lock them out with one of his hilarious gags. And yeah, none of them are funny. Everybody's like, no, these jokes all suck. But he gets himself a little bit of unexpected backup from a detective-type Gear, and I forget his name, but yeah, long story short, this Gear detective is technically Izu's older brother. Yeah, he was designed by the previous CEO of the company, Aruto's grandpa, because Aruto's, he obviously knew that there was a conspiracy brewing, not just with Metsubo Jinrai, but also Zaya. So he created this detective Gear to, basically go out into the world and just lay low for a while as a detective Gear. And basically just practice those skills. So yeah, whenever Aruto or Aruto was in trouble, or Aruto or Hida was facing a crisis, or Metsubo Jinrai started to make their move, he would reactivate. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was created by Hida Intelligence. I was created by the CEO to go and help out his grandkid." So he came back, and he's come back, and he's here to help out Aruto get to the bottom of all this nonsense. And yeah, when I say Izu's brother, he's an older model Gear, and two, he literally states out that he was Izu's prototype. So yeah, technically by definition, he is her older brother. And yeah, the guy's he's been out and about for a pretty damn long time, so much so that his mannerisms are pretty much indistinguishable from a human's. He's quirky. He's kind of a goofy dink, and I just know at some point he's going to get turned into a Magi or something like that. Most likely get reprogrammed by Metsubo Jinrai, and it's going to be all sorts of heartbreak. And oh no. So yeah, basically the plan is for Aruto to go and go bouncing around at Zero One to go and draw the attention of Zaya and Ames, while the two Gears go and investigate exactly where Mike would have gotten off to, and we. And speaking of Mike, he's completely flown the coop from Metsubo Jinrai since he thinks that, since his assassin training's complete, Hirobi and Jin have nothing to offer him, so he tries to kill them and is even able to turn, you know how Magi are able to transform civilian Gears into the trilobite foot soldiers? Well, yeah, Mike can actually take it one step further and create mass-produced Dodo Magirs. They're not as strong as the original Dodo, but they're definitely enough to give Hirobi and Jin more than their fair share of trouble. So yeah, Mike's flown the coop and is just off to, go on. He has his own agenda. Not sure what, but it may trace back to where Mike came from. Yeah, you know how so far there have been where Mike's reappeared 4 times? Well, yeah, according to Izu's brother's investigation, it turns out that, there were 5 Japanese dance-type Gears that were stolen a little while back, reprogrammed, and given a little facelift by a gang of Gear traffickers. And those 5 remodeled Gears were stolen by Metsubo Jinrai. And since they all look exactly the same, yeah, basically that explains where Mike came, how Mike was able to come back after seemingly being destroyed. the first human gear. Well, basically, whenever one of these new reprogrammed assassin human gears was destroyed, all their combat knowledge and data would be transferred over to the second one in the line, then the third, and now the fourth. And yeah, the fifth one of these assassin type human gears has flown the coop along with the current one, number 4. And he still remembers his original base program as a dancer type, so he's basically been seen stalking. He's been seen stalking around festivals, and that's where number 4 pops in to go and track down number 5 for some. I'm not exactly sure what plans he has for number 5, but doubt it's any good. And so basically, the plan is for Aruto to go and destroy the dodo, get his Zetsume Rise key to basically prove that that he was corrupted by Metsubo Jinrai, and it wasn't Hiden that planned the assassination of the actor from last episode. And well, of course, since number 4 is he's this super powerful badass who can smack Hirobi and Jin around. Obviously, the writers have got their work cut out for them until Aruto gets the Shining Hopper Progrise key, which ends the episode. So yeah, we get introduced to a new side character, we see some schisms between Metsubo Jinrai, and we learn that, Zaya, basically, Aruto's grandpa knew that this was coming, not exactly sure how or where, but, well, we do know that the guy had himself a couple of contingency plans in place, and we're not exactly sure how it's going to develop in the future. And speaking of development, or lack thereof, we have Ryusoulger episode 35. 35, which has us continuing on with the introduction of Precious and this whole trial thing. Well, as we see, let's see. Bamba and Toa managed to complete their trials, and they get themselves a little, quote-unquote, level up. We don't exactly see any new skills for them. They're just slightly stronger. And the reason why Ko and the others agreed to undergo the training is because they learned from Zet and from the village elder that if they combine Tiramigo, Plezuan, and Tyrion, basically the Ryusoul's, the Kishiryus of land, sea, and air, well, then, of course, that's going to combine into their most powerful form. Kishiryu King. But yeah, apparently this combination was so powerful it actually managed to wipe out half of the Earth. It looks like it basically was Vegeta's final flash. It was a blast so powerful you could actually clear through space and destroy a good chunk of the Earth. So understandably, that was one of the reasons why Plezuan was just like, forget this whole thing. I'm out. I'm not forming that thing again. Basically, he was terrified of that power, basically just that power consuming him, letting him just go completely out of control, and, when you're dealing with power like that, I'm not surprised. And, that's more than a little bit understandable. And, aside from his whole prejudice against the land tribe for, basically the whole thing with the whole wish, Ryusoul, that whole thing, whatever. It's forgotten. Anyways, they undergo the training, and let's see, Nada, Melto, and Asuna passed theirs. With a little bit of struggle, and the tests didn't really reveal anything about their character. Surprise, surprise. But of course, that all just leads on to Ko. He doesn't actually get a trial at the beginning until he figures out. Well, basically, the protection of Set there. Basically says, as long as you think that you're the strongest, as long as you think your heart has no weaknesses, then I can't give you a trial. Until finally, basically Ko gets himself a trial, and basically, his Red Ryusoul starts to manifest in the form of Master Red, who transforms into Ryusoul Max, and he basically has to fight against the projection of Master Red with the Ryusoul Max form. And, basically through the fight, Ko then learns that there is actually a weakness in Ryusoul Max's special attack. That after you use it, it takes a couple of seconds for you to use it again while it recharges. while Code's learning that, the other 5 go and take on Precious again, and while they are able to hold him off for a little bit longer, he again just goes and smacks him around. And then Ko shows up with his battleizer and manages to overcome Precious and manage to severely wound him. Doesn't destroy him, but he's definitely a lot more interested now. And, with their supposed level up, they managed to form Kishiryu's King. And does everybody ride in the mech this time? No, it's just Ko and Canelo, since it's just Tiramigo and Plezuan. The other 4 are basically relegated to cheerleaders, while the red and gold get to do all the work in defeating the space demon. Yay! Again, they're doing it again where it's, the whole thing with Sentai is that it's supposed to be a team. It's supposed to emphasize teamwork, not just go and dump everything on the red. And guess what? They don't, they get the glory for defeating this big bad monster on Ko and Canelo. And like I said before, the trials didn't even really reveal anything about the other Ryusoulgers, except for Ko, where, it didn't even reveal any character. It just apparently made them stronger when, again, they just didn't get smacked around as easily by Precious this time. Again, I would be more angry with this, but, if the show's not really going to care that much, why should I? I'm not going to completely dump on Ryusoulger. It has not pissed me off nearly as badly as other Sentai, but just, it's not getting a high grade for me. What is getting a surprisingly high grade for me is Beast Morphers. Since, we're starting to approach the end game of Evox's scheme this season. The first half of the season. Before it splits off because of Nickelodeon and all that. Basically, we're following up from last time where Vargoyle has used, the transistor, the modulators that he's installed onto the TV station to actually implement a pretty clever plan, and actually somehow uses the Robotron creator to basically rewrite everybody and let's see, everyone in the town's memories of the Rangers, so that basically he rewrote that Blaze and Roxy didn't turn into evil avatars, and instead that they were actually the legit red and yellow Rangers. So that means everyone in Grid Battle Force thinks that Devin thinks he doesn't have a place there, and Zoe is just the janitor again, and that Blaze and Roxy are the red and yellow Rangers. And this would have worked if it wasn't for Steel. And Steel's whole little subplot is, actually him taking care of a plant to prove that he's, responsible enough to take care of a pet. So while he's out shopping for a plant with Devin, Vargoyle's plan kicks in, and Steel's completely unaffected. It's like, Devin, you're acting kind of weird, right, Spot? Yeah, he talks to the plant. Hey, if you wanted to, maybe just go on over to Borneo and you can get yourself a plant that's also a pet. And he can also shoot highly lethal air bubbles. But then again, Steel doesn't look like a cat person. But anyways, thanks to Steel, he was able to guide Devin and, basically reveal the deception. Especially when Vargoyle shows up at Grid Battle Force looking for a fight. Basically to serve as a distraction while Blaze and Roxy go and steal some Giga Transporters thanks to the help of the, Amnesiac, thanks to the memory-altered crew of Grid Battle Force. They managed to get 3 of them. The 4th was broken because of Ben and Betty's antics. It wasn't exactly their fault. It just got accidentally crushed in a door, and they just got warped around the morphic grid. And I'm betting they've seen things the likes of which we are not meant to see. I'm pretty sure, Ben, Betty, if you see a giant squid named Zinch, do not listen to him. He is a very bad guy. He makes Evox look like an elementary school playground bully. Hey there, you two. You want to change your ways? Oh no, get away! Anyways, back on track here. with Steel and Devin, they managed to track down where the transceiver is. But again, to prove that Vargoyle isn't stupid, he's actually he's actually installed a blast-proof force field around the device and also electrified the radio tower. So yeah, only Steel could get up there to destroy the thing, but not before severely damaging and frying his systems, and pretty much would have destroyed him if it wasn't for Nate getting him back to Grid Battle Force to repair him in time. Oh yeah, while they were in Grid Battle Force, Blaze and Roxy decided to implement a little bit of a backup plan. Especially with Roxy installing a flash drive into her stasis pod containing her... Avatar Roxy installing a flash drive into a stasis pod containing her human self as a bit of a backup plan. And I'm guessing it involves, the next half of the season, but we'll get to that later for those who haven't seen Go Busters. So, yeah, while Vargoyle fights against Devin, who remembers that, I can still morph, help that he still has his cheetah speed, because, it rewrites their memories, doesn't rewrite their genetics or anything like that. Anyways... Vargoyle's destroyed because, when Vargoyle's beast powers are starting to run low, Blaze and Roxy are just like, hey, Scrozzle, let's just go take back this Morphex. It's just like, Vargoyle, you don't really need this. And the three just go and stab Vargoyle in the back and just let him get destroyed by Devin. So, so much for Vargoyle. On the one hand, it's kind of a letdown on how easily he was taken out, but on the other hand, it's hey, nice little backstab by Blaze and Roxy. So at the end of the day, it's a Pyrrhic victory for the Rangers. While they got their memories back and saved Steel, Evox has what he needs to implement his Master Stroke. And this episode definitely shows why Steel is definitely a much better character than Jay. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a whole lot of problems with Jay, but he was just kind of a pointless comic relief, whereas Steel is an actual character. He actually knows how to get things done, and actually went above and beyond the call of duty to go and save the city. Steel, I approve. And he gives his dog away to a little girl who wanted a dog. Steel is best robot. So anyways, 01, we got Aruto super form. Let's see how long that lasts before he gets yet another upgrade. Let's see, a Ryusoulger, just business as usual, power up. Yay. Let's go and shun the rest of the team for Ko and Glenn Quagmire. And Beast Morphers, we're getting close to the end of the season, and again, they're definitely proving themselves that some Power Rangers is getting back on track after being acquired by Hasbro. So that's it. Hopefully next time we'll have. There's still like 2 episodes saved up, so whatever. Anyways, later, y'all.